my boys were hemming and hawing. Oh, I don't want to watch a sports movie. Oh, it's so old. And then they were just cracking up. They loved it.
For the question of the week.
And the question of the week this week is, what is your favorite cult classic movie?
Ooh.
Yeah. And Charles,
So many.
when I first announced this, he was like, "Oh, I know what I'm gonna say," and well, now he's not here. Now he's not here. My guess was he was going to say The Big Lebowski, and he said, "While that was a good one, that isn't what he was going to say." So, yeah. But what's your favorite cult classic, Devo?
Well, I'm kind of a fan of the B movies. My
Okay.
brother and I growing up, when we had HBO and they had these terrible B movies on there, things like this one called Death Row Game Show.
Okay.
And
Sounds vaguely familiar.
it's very weird. I find references it all over the internet. Oh, my favorite, and I can't find it. I find the quotes all over the place. Can't find it. It is the strangest. Apparently, from what I remember, the people who produced it, there's some sort of legal thing that they kind of prevented it. It's one of those weird, those loops like that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, things like that. I kind of enjoyed that. When I was in college, I, you know, I grew up in the day. There was no, DVDs. It was all tape, and renting was as a poor college student wasn't going to cut it. So I went home, and again we had HBO, and so I would record stuff and whatever, and I would just bring it to school. And one thing I had, and I don't know how it turned into a thing, was Full Metal Jacket, and
Okay.
which is it's kind of its own cult classic. But we watched that over and over, and part of it was because a bunch of my friends were ROTC, so we watched that over and over. It's kind of, so, and as a memory, it's a hard movie, no two ways about it. But I remember those nights sitting there in the dorm room, all sitting around this little TV, watching this grainy, recorded off of TV. So kind of in my mind, it's kind of a favorite going back. Yeah, so many of them. Constantine is one of my favorites. I really like that one.
Okay.
One of my really weird favorites, it's kind of a cult, is The Color Purple. That's a hard movie, but I really enjoyed. I'm gonna say enjoyed. It's just a well done movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So the range is all over.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But those
You
are
all over the place. One that lives rent free in my mind, and this isn't my favorite cult classic, but it is. It does live rent free in mind. Is one called The Cube.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
I have.
Yeah, it's where a bunch of people they wake up in a cube, and they've got to solve various puzzles to get out alive, and I think there's sequels to it. I've never watched any of the sequels, but yeah, no, that one. Every now and again, I haven't seen it in probably 30 years, but every now and again I think of that movie. I'm like, it's such an interesting concept to it. Before I say what mine actually is, let's head on over to Speak Pipes and see what my wife, and of course Bob always has to weigh in what he says. All right, let's see what my wife says.
Hey, wise and nerdy, Mrs. Underscore. What is my favorite cult classic movie? There were a lot to pick from, so honestly, I went to Google and I said, hey, what are some cult classic movies? And as soon as I saw this one, I'm like, of course, that's my favorite one out of this group. The Princess Bride is an amazing movie. It's got action, it's got love, it's got courage, it's got all the things. And it's just the perfect movie. Even though the graphics are a little bit hokey these days, my kids still liked it when we showed it to them after they begged us not to show it to them. They just don't know what's good until they see it. So yes, Princess Bride is definitely my favorite. Anybody want a peanut? Bye, guys.
Oh, that has been happening a lot lately where we tell our boys we're going to watch a movie and they're like, it's so old, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
But then, get 15 minutes into it and they're glued to it because
Oh yeah.
we're picking good stuff. Like the other day we watched Little Giants. Have you ever watched Little Giants with Rick Moranis, where he coaches his football team?
Oh no, I did not. I didn't watch that one.
Okay.
I've read the name, but I don't think I ever watched that one.
Yeah, it's we saw that it was on the Roku app for free to watch, and so we watched on there. And my boys were hemming and hawing. Oh, I don't want to watch a sports movie. Oh, it's so old. And then they were just cracking up. They loved it.
No.
But yeah. All right. Well, let's see.
We know things. They just don't realize it.
Right? Yeah, just because something's old doesn't mean it's not a good story. Anyway, let's see what Bob has to say for cult movies.
Hi, I'm Bob. And for the question of the week, what is your favorite cult classic movie? I'm gonna say, hear me out, it's Shrek. I had to look it up, but I did say that Shrek is a cult classic movie. If Charles says it doesn't, well, that's too bad because he's wrong. The internet says it is. Brought to you by Bob.
And obviously, if the internet says it, it must be true.
Bob, speak your truth, bro. It's okay. It is. It's a great movie. Got some fantastic lines in it. I even quote them. So.
Oh yeah, but Charles isn't here to say otherwise. So
must be true.
It could have been a very, very different movie because originally Chris Farley was going to be the voice of Shrek.
Oh, really?
So yeah, and then he passed.
Oh.
So
yeah,
but yeah, they could have been a very, very different movie.
Wow.
But at this point I couldn't even imagine anyone else being the voice of Shrek.
It is. He's Shrek.
Yep. For
so
me,
what's yours, Joe? Gotta hear this one.
Yeah, my favorite cult classic is Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah, I actually have that movie on DVD, so I'm with you.
Yeah, with Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
riding on the Pork Chop Express. That has such a good opening of him talking on the radio of the Pork Chop Express on a dark and stormy night. And oh man, it's just it doesn't take itself seriously, no. And it is hilarious, and it is awesome. And he has no business being in the story at all. Like his contributions are rather negligible when you actually add it up.
Yeah.
Almost like I've heard a few different times with Indiana Jones. If Indiana Jones wasn't in there, the outcome still would have been the same. There's so good.
I love that scene where they're standing there in line. They're sort of going, "Yeah, I'm feeling good. You feeling good too?" And you're getting ready to do that. And you're like, you're thinking, "Oh, this is still going to go bad."
Right? Oh man! And the three brothers, the bad guys with the powers, are so cheesy but awesome. And oh man, it's such a fun movie. And if you haven't seen it, you should definitely go out and watch it. It is a good one. It's a real good one. But anyway,
not quite slapstick, but it's fun.
It's pretty close to it though. There's some slapstick
almost,
elements to it.
But
yeah,
I'm saying, but it exactly.
It toes the line of slapstick.
Good choice.
Yeah, it's a good one.
The question of the week was a cult classic movie. What's your favorite cult movie? And I think you and Random Kid both had guessed Big Lebowski, which is up there. It is up there. But mine actually is Kroll. Are you familiar?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. That one. So I watched that one as a kid. My dad had borrowed it on Laserdisc or something. We're always getting our hands on tech that we didn't own. Nothing fell off a truck. He gave it back, just like I give the kids back. It's all good,
That tracks, because during one of this was probably a year ago or so, we asked the question of if you could have any weapon from a fictional weapon. You wanted the glaive from Kroll.
Yeah, that thing was so sweet. So yeah, I'll keep it short, but it was watching as a kid, you always think of things you're first, right? And sometimes things don't hold up. So I don't know, it was about 10 years ago now. A friend of mine had never seen it, and we were young adults, maybe closer to 20 years. 'Cause I don't even know if Oakland was born. Anyway, Kroll was done in like the early 70s, late 70s, or early 80s. And this is in the mid 2000s. And so I couldn't find it anywhere. Streaming was still early on, so you couldn't find it streaming. So I ended up buying it for like $10 on Amazon. And we sat down and watched it, and it held up. I mean, the graphics don't always hold up, but the story still was, for him watching it the first time. He's not a big fantasy nerd or sci-fi nerd like that. He liked it. So I'm like, it's my thing.